If you're an OnlyFans model yourself, or you run an OnlyFans agency and you're not getting traffic to your OnlyFans account, then watch this. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly why you're probably not getting traffic, what you're doing wrong with your funnels, with your content, with your bios, and what you need to be doing with your traffic, and what you need to be doing with each social media platform, what you need to be setting up with your content, with your bio, with your funnels, and everything to do with that. So the main thing you're probably not getting traffic to your model's account or to your own accounts is probably because you're out there trying to do or taking OF content. So OF content, what I mean by this is that 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5, 6 years ago, when OnlyFans was more newer and there was less creators, social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Reddit, Twitter, YouTube, everywhere, were more forgiving and more willing to push content that is labeled as OF content. So OF content, I mean, super explicit, super revealing, just super out there content. Content where now, the minute someone sees, that's an OF girl. So content that fits this category could be wearing lingerie videos on Instagram. It could be just typical OF style content on Instagram, typical TikTok trends, typical TikTok dances. It could just be typical OF content like dancing in a specific bikini in public, like something that is typical that the minute you see it, you see it's an OF girl, or it's something that is cringeworthy. The content that is content that a lot of viewers are accustomed to and have seen it now and again. The reason why I say this is because 2 years ago, 3 years ago, this would have worked. You could have posted OF content on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, all these platforms, and it would still perform and still be liked. But there's been a massive switch in terms of customers that are viewing this content that are sick of the same just bullshit trends, bullshit dances. And yes, you can still get views with that. Yes, you can still get 50K, 100K, 200K views, but the conversion on this style of content is super low. Why? Because these users, your audience, your customer is scrolling on Reels, for example, every single day, seeing this over and over again. Because most models and most agencies still don't wake up to doing things different and doing things with your own twist, with a twist that doesn't make it obvious that it's OF content and add more prestigeness, mysteriousness, and more vibe to the actual reels. So this is the main thing, which is probably, if right now you're getting views, you're getting 1 mil views, 2 mil views, 100K, whatever the view count is, but it's not converting, is because you're doing too much OF style content. With your content, the main thing you want to focus on is not copying what everyone else does. And I've gone through this in plenty of my other videos. You can check it out on my channel or on my Telegram channel, where I go through this stuff daily, what you need to do as an agency owner and what you need to do to get results in OnlyFans. But the main thing with content is not copying everyone else, but making your content not appear OF style content. The perfect interaction is when a potential subscriber, someone who's on the OnlyFans platform who would subscribe to a model and pay, is scrolling on Instagram Reels, scrolling, then your video pops up. Your video has good lighting, a good background, a good vibe. The model looks on point in the video, your facial expressions, your body language, everything about the video is eye-catching and attention-grabbing. He sees it, and in the back of his mind, he needs to say, oh, does she have an OF? Let me check if she has an OF. Not, bang, I know that's an OF girl. You need that curiosity that maybe she might not have OF. Let me check if she has an OF. That bit there is super key, because that bit there is leading them to the profile. The minute he keeps scrolling and sees another OF girl, he's just going to keep scrolling, ignore. If you can capture that attention and make them click on your profile, which is one of the main things, that is where you're going to obviously lead to more conversion. So that's the first step to getting more conversions. And I'm talking running this strategy on the right model, on the right look. You can get 1 million views on, for example, on IG Reels and get 1,000 paid subs. I know this firsthand from experiencing it and seeing it firsthand with other people. You can get crazy conversions, but it needs to be the right piece of content, the right look, the right vibe. Just everything needs to set up the right audience. Everything needs to be set up perfect. But in terms of the actual content, you want to bring across innocent, personality, vibe, something different. Not just a basic trending sound, a basic text on the screen, a basic just normal OF dance. If you can bring a vibe, a personality, something about the model, something that makes the personality stand out. The main thing I'm really aiming toward, the main thing I'm trying to bring towards, if you can bring your personality out, that is where the money is. The money now is in niches. It's not in basic content. It's not in basic models. It's in niches. If you have any kind of quality, any kind of thing that's different about you, any of interest, you need to bring it out. And niches is where the money is right now. So in terms of your content, you want to focus it around what niche can you fit? What qualities do you have? What things can you specifically do? And you want to tailor how then can I film good, high quality, engaging content that brings all of these elements across. And with your posting and with your account, you want this to be fully congruent on your accounts. So let's say your niche is ballerina, for example. You want to be marketed as ballerina from your profile picture, from your bio, from your get all my links, from your landing page, from your OF landing page. If, for example, it's ballerina, let's say it's cooking. From the same thing, your profile picture, your bio, your OnlyFans landing page, everything you want to be congruent, because this is the user experience. This is what the guys are seeing, that are seeing your content, that are seeing the content on the model and subbing to this account. Now the competition is super high. There's thousands of models doing the same shit that you're probably doing. So you need to be different with your content, and with filming your content, you need to incorporate everything in an eye-catching, attention-grabbing manner. So that's the main thing when it comes to the content side of things. When it comes to your funnels, your bio, everything to do with that, essentially, you need to make sure that it makes sense. When someone views a reel, the caption needs to make them go to your profile picture, your profile. When they land on your profile, don't have an Instagram profile that has 20 or 50 or 100 reels as the landing page of your Instagram. They come to that, they're just going to be seeing the same thing that they were scrolling on already. They come to your Instagram, you have high quality pictures, you have good professional pictures with a proper camera like I'm filming on here. You have pictures in good locations, you have good pictures of your model where she looks good, where it's a good background, just high quality content. That's another big reason for them to see that and subscribe based on these pictures, because they want to see more. Your bio, keep it sweet, keep it short. If you can, relate it to your niche. Profile picture as well. And make sure that your link is on point. Get all my links, that takes them off the platform, and it makes it easy for them to subscribe. With your funnel, you want to make it as easy as possible for the subscriber to see you and go to a paying subscriber. And on the OnlyFans funnel, again, make it relative to your niches. So for example, if you're niching your creator as a ballerina, like I said, or let's say a teacher or a chef cooking, make your niches or your OnlyFans profile relative to that niche. So include that in your bio. Have a short bio. You don't need to have these massive long bios that has disclaimer, if you use this content, blah, 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 blah. The subscribers are already agreeing to that when subscribing to OnlyFans. You want a bio that would make them sub. The amount of times I've taken on models that have had bios that I said, do not share this content anywhere, copyright claim, etc. These things are all enforceable. You can get a DMCA agency that can essentially take down your content every single day. Any leaks, anything to do with that can be taken down every single day. On your bio, you're not trying to throw someone off being a potential paying subscriber. You want to give them all the reason to sub and pay whatever entry price. Typically on all my models pages, we're on $15 to $20 base price and 70 to 80% discount at all times. So you want the discount factor. So they come onto your profile, you have a clean bio, clean profile picture, your banner is a clean picture of your model, your whole model's body. Once they see that, you need to have a call to action with your discount. So 70, 80, 60, whatever your sub price is, % off discount. Renew that every 24 hours and have a clean looking caption, or whether it be sending a free video out for everyone who claims this gift, sending a free video out for everyone who claims a subscription, get this now, only 3 spots left. Give some urgency, some time urgency, some reason for them to subscribe. That's the main thing. If you do all of that correctly when it comes to Instagram, when it comes to your social media, that's what's going to help you gain more subscribers. When it comes to other platforms like Twitter, like Reddit, or even, for example, dating apps. So dating apps, one, if you're not experienced in it, if you haven't been doing it already, I wouldn't recommend starting with it. Two, the effort it's going to take you to get that up and running, to maintain that system, to have that be your main traffic source. You putting that effort onto social media, growing your brand, your Instagram, your Twitter, Reddit, you're going to see a lot, much longer term, much higher ROI in the long term. Yes, you might get shiny object syndrome. This person in this Telegram group said to do this. This person in this Telegram group said to do this. Stop falling for it. Focus on the basic, focus on what works, what you can clearly see works, and stick to that. If you want to take the hard route, that's completely fine. But the other social media platforms like Reddit, like Twitter, are really the best in terms of giving a baseline for your models or for your accounts before you start to go viral. You want to add this with any model you take on. You can't just rely on going viral on Instagram, for example. You need to have backup traffic sources, whether it be Reddit, whether it be Twitter. And you want to make sure that you're doing these to a good level where you're able to add even just 5K a month, 6K, 7, 8K or 10K a month to your OnlyFans creators. Because if you do this across an agency over 10 models, you're adding 50K a month, for example, if you can only add 5K per model. So with Reddit and with Twitter, the content is pretty similar. So the best models on Reddit and Twitter are, again, niche creators or extremely innocent, young, like the innocent young niche of creators. And in terms of content, you want to bring that out in the content. It's a lot harder than Reels. It's a lot less dynamic than Reels. But for example, with Reddit, it's pretty simple. I've done a video on it before. You want to find your subreddits. You want to find exactly which, if you're doing safe for work or non-safe for work, you want to find 20 subreddits in safe for work Reddit categories that fit your model's niche. You want to read through every single rule when it comes to the subreddits. Make sure that you do that for every subreddit so you're not messing up, posting the same picture in multiple subreddits or messing up with that. And then essentially you want to post 20 pictures or 20 videos, I'd say GIFs/videos you want to focus on every single day and rotate between about 60 subreddits. So about 20 posts a day in 20 subreddits and rotate that every 3 days with about 50, 60 subreddits, depending on the list of subreddits that you have. In the Uncovered group, we have a specific Reddit list. So if you're interested in that and you're interested in more about my group and what I offer, you can DM me on Telegram or you can go on my website, OFM Uncovered. But your specific list is super important because with Reddit, you want to start dominating each subreddit. And to dominate each subreddit, there's a few things that you need to do in terms of getting a good age Reddit account with 3K karma, 200 comment karma, anywhere from 3 to 6 months old. You want to age it, you want to warm it up correctly. Anytime you use it, you want to be on a proxy, on a Dolphin anti-browser, and you want to only log in through that using a mobile proxy on the browser. Why? Because if you log in with 2 different Reddit accounts on one IP, instant ban, they'll link it, etc., instant ban. But the post Reddit is super simple. It's something you can automate quickly. You can get a VA on as long as you know how to train him. Twitter, now what I'd focus on with Twitter is comment method and retweet groups still. Again, with retweet groups, it's going to build up your follower count on your profile. Comment method is really going to build out your actual reach on Twitter. If you find the right models that are paying for promo, that are blowing up with promo, and you put a good piece of Twitter content of your model under these promo posts, you're going to get a shit ton of reach, 1 million reach, 100K reach, whatever the case is, and you're going to really grow the Twitter account. I've had it from my Twitter accounts that I get anywhere from 20 to 40 million reach a month, and it's super easy, again, as a side traffic source. Your goal is to build up your model or build up your own accounts and go viral on Instagram. But in the meantime, you want to focus on how you can drive traffic from other sources and still focus on Instagram. Don't lose your eye. Don't take your eye off the main thing, the main leverageable traffic source, which is Instagram. You still want to focus on it, but you need to have these things running in the background of your agency to make sure that you're still bringing cash to your model. You're still getting subs coming in a day. And if you focus on Instagram with the things that I went through in terms of content, you will start to see that your content's going to start converting more. You're going to get actual subscribers who are interested in your model or in your account. Why? Because if you're not copying what everyone else is doing, then your model has something that stands out, the niche, the brand. There's more reason for them to sub. So they're going to be a much higher of a spender. They're going to be more interested in spending or talking to your model. So that's the main thing when it comes to actually bringing that brand, that personality, that vibe. Why it's super important, because if you're able to do it, you're going to print with subscriptions, with chatting, because you're making it stand out. You're making your model appear higher than all the girls that this subscriber scrolls on Instagram every single day. So in terms of what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right, if you go through the things that are covered in this video and you actually begin to implement the things that you can do in terms of your funnels, in terms of your actual content, is where you'll start to see more growth and a much more engaged audience, and an audience that are going to sub to your models, your accounts, with actual reason or actual want to talk to you. Because I've experienced it before with old models that I've taken on, with lots of models accounts that I've signed to the agency, that the activity rate on these accounts are so low because there's no reason for them to talk. There's no reason, there's no why, there's no interaction in terms of the model and the fan from when they sub. So they sub to the page, they look at the vault, they look at the feed, and they just see like regular pictures, if it's nude, if it's non-nude, whatever, and they don't even have an interest to talk to the model. You want to pique that interest and that curiosity, that mysteriousness as much as possible. And if you do that and do it correctly, that's where you will be able to see the 50K a month accounts, the 80K, the 100K, the 150K a month accounts. But you have to make everything run together and run as a well-oiled machine. So if you enjoyed today's video and you see value and how it can help, then click a like, comment, subscribe, check out my Instagram, my Twitter, my Telegram channels, and I'll see you boys in the next video.